value of constant learning and the power of the internet, and how the combination of the two can be utilized to solve day-to-day challenges that are facing the continent. Ma also spoke about the process of failure and how that one can be a catalyst for innovation and progress. So, of course, an inspiring time for Kenyan entrepreneurs. He had a lot to say, but let's listen into what he had to say before we can proceed with that conversation. Proceed with that. So I guess the sound bites are not there, but there's Jack Ma, and yes, good time for entrepreneurs, particularly young ones. And one of the things he had to say is that we should take advantage of the internet. And I know all of you guys are making full use of the internet in what you do. Sheila?
I feel like that was so nice of him to come. Jack Ma is one of the icons you're looking up to when you're looking in regards to internet success, because as a young person, you want to have options. You want to know maybe if something doesn't go right, you can be able to start your own empire online and it becomes successful. Now, he's not always been successful, but there's always that time. He was also saying that even when you're not successful at times, the hard times come first and then the success comes later. And I think he's such an inspiration. Everybody who got to watch him, whether it's live or in person, should be inspired, because he is moving an economy. Like, Alibaba is the richest in China, and you can imagine China has so many businesses.
Yeah, I mean, he's worth so much. I think he's worth almost the Kenyan economy almost 2 times over.
Jack Ma, it's good.
That's a lot of money.
A lot of money, yes.
And you know, I just would wish for young people just to take advantage of such moments. I met Zizi here yesterday, and she was coming from one of those, like she'd expressed, high-profile meetings that can piece it out, where we know the high-profile guys were meeting and with him. And the point is, like Sheila is saying, there's so much to explore, and it's not supposed to be done when you're getting yourself to the 30s anymore, or when you're getting to the 25s anymore. Kids in high school and kids in colleges are making a lot of money. I just had a friend of mine who is blogging, and she started, like, those funny things you do, like ABCD nails, and I'm not saying blogging about nails is bad, but she discovered the power of people who follow you and people who you influence and all that. And in a single week, she had made over 4 clients, and these are big time clients, say, you can work for us 2 hours a day, you can do this for us, and guys are making money. And sometimes, then that's what I'm saying, the kind of change that we are relating from the old people, when you had to sit for an 8 hours kind of a job, putting your jacket behind you, and now someone just walking with a backpack and, of course, working on the road. I mean,
even working from home.
That's really crazy, and I think moments like this should be embraced really high.
Solo, the power of an internet connection.
I was thinking about it just before Alibaba came into the country, and I was telling myself that a lot of young people right now, and we've written about it even in the Pulse, and talking about how young people are making money in their bedroom, And then I think I fast forward to about 40 years.
And it's good to clarify, they're making money in their bedroom through the internet.
No.
This is Solo speaking. This is Solo speaking. So we need to be clear.
I think so. You see, I have long hair.
Absolutely.
Thanks for the laugh, man. The first time I've laughed today.
Yeah, thanks for making
Carry on.
Yeah, but I was thinking about the future, fast forward like 40 years from now, because some of the things that we're using right now, some of the applications or the apps that we're using right now, will be extinct or probably outdated and overshadowed by new content that's coming up. The power of the internet is going to be so massive that maybe 20 years from now, even kids, and even look at his incredible story as a failure in school. And I saw the other story that was run by KTN about E for effort. Those boys in...
oh, yes, the E graders or something. Yeah, who've come up with an organization that they've registered.
Sisi tulipata E, and we are aspiring, we can do business and all that stuff. Probably it's not very good to judge people because of... It's a good measure, academic measure, is okay, but it's not the end of life. And I was seeing one of the memes that I was doing rounds in the internet and seeing that entrepreneurs were copying every word he was saying. But I think what is more important is now look at him talking about the future and what the future holds for us and how much it's worth. It is an inspiring story for many people, many entrepreneurs.
Absolutely. Smita, actually one of the things that I love about what he said is the fact that he says we learn more from failing than success. And I think, especially given the environment we're in today in Kenya, remember there was a report that was released sometime at the beginning, towards the end of last year, where we have young people who are more comfortable to be successful regardless of how you make the money. So we are more leaned towards success, whereas if you look at all those who've made their money honestly, they have failed more times than they have succeeded.
Yeah, but they actually know what they're doing. Yeah, I'm not a big believer in this story. It sounds very inspirational for everyone who's... You see, we are failing...
But you don't believe that...
No, if you are failing at one thing constantly, if you want to be on TV, you have a bad face, or you are a singer, you have a bad voice. Yeah, you can't keep saying that, keep failing constantly, because Jack Ma... That is God trying to tell you do something else. Yeah? Yeah? So it's not that constant failure is a good thing. And this story that you got an E, yeah, that's for effort. Sometimes you get an E because you're empty-headed. Yeah? But having said that, no, it's true. Having said that, wait to Buana editor. Having said that, yeah, so this glorification of failure that keep failing, they are failing in one direction. If it's Edison, the famous story that he failed, but Edison knew that he's going to create a light bulb. So I think what they mean is persistence towards a goal of something you're good at.
And Jack Ma is a good example. He tried to apply for Harvard University.